Former Punahou girls basketball coach Dwayne Yuen pleaded guilty today to child exploitation and harassment, 12 counts in all. Well, tonight I had a chance to speak with one of his victims, former MMA champ Ilima-Lei Macfarlane, who now lives in San Diego.
I was able to breathe a sigh of relief that it went through, and yeah, pled guilty to every single charge and no plea deal.
Ilima-Lei Macfarlane has been waiting for this day for a long time.
We are just so grateful and relieved, and we're ready to close this chapter.
Former Punahou girls basketball coach Dwayne Yuen pleaded guilty on Thursday to child exploitation and harassment offenses. Macfarlane, one of 10 victims.
We wanted to see him be held accountable. So when the feds decided to pick it up, and there is no statute of limitations for them, or they were able to find other charges, like that was really what the original survivors from almost 2 decades ago wanted.
Macfarlane said Yuen sexually abused her and other female athletes while they were students at Punahou, and that the school did nothing about it. Federal agents arrested Yuen last year in February.
So we are so grateful that the federal agents picked up this case and they went after him. And other survivors came forward. We really couldn't have done it without those other survivors.
Yuen faces a mandatory 15 years in federal prison and up to 144 years in prison for all 12 counts.
I would love to see him, spend the rest of his life in prison, but we'll see come springtime. And I just saw his sentencing. It's supposed to be on April 3rd, which is the day after my birthday. So I'm definitely going to come home for that.
And while the guilty plea doesn't erase what happened, Macfarlane says it does bring some sense of closure.
Just thank you to everybody who stood by us and who got us through this process. Thank you to the agents that worked so hard on this case. Thank you for believing us.
And we will continue to follow this case through the sentencing on April 3rd.